in short, I feel like the fact that I be entrepreneur now because of the fact that I get picky. Because when I be carry belly, I no be even know say I be do belly.
How many months? Sorry.
6 months.
A lie.
I swear.
Would you blame a woman who has decided to keep her child away from a deadbeat father?
Parents them too, they make mistake.
Yeah.
Some of we na mistake too for our family.
Of course.
Where you be a product of a mistake.
And then during that period, my papa just died. So the house, like a lot of things were happening.
Yeah,
so even for every member, I never see my period. Not even in my mind. So I born where I see the for university. I born, I come out, I breastfeed my pikin for 2 weeks. I go write exam. So it was hard. Of course, I finished school, start find work. It was hard. Like it be really, really hard. Thank God I'm there for family house. So at least chop nobody like me. Make sure they all chop. You know.
Before I got married, my girlfriend or wife to be, though we don't replan married, they pregnant. I did talk so because coming into that situation, me I become from a very high moral value. I come from 8 years of eldership for Presbyterian church. I don't serve, I don't do, and then I don't get rich for that. I don't find myself in that situation where it be like na elder do the kind thing. But now I get to go inform my pastor that nothing don't happen, and then my papa be like, a child is a blessing from God.
Why do we still have men that have come of age, are now in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, and they have still not come back to be in the lives of their children? How you go abandon? Okay, but that's okay. When 2 16-year-olds they sleep, the boy don't know, he does not know better. He runs away because he's afraid. How then do we explain the fact that a man will watch a woman struggle to raise the child single-handedly?
So get the way that you use pikin for first relationship. The boy don't want you again. You start vex say, oh, if you want to see a pikin, was if you know they with me, you know go see a pikin. Don't do that.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Truth Hurts podcast. Truth hurts but must be spoken. Today we have yet another interesting topic, a very serious one, because we believe at the end of it we all would have learned and we would be willing to do better. Today we discuss parenting, specifically speaking single parenthood. And with us on the program this day, we have a single parent who has done amazing for herself, and she's going to be sharing with us what it feels to be a single parent, the experiences, the challenges, those nights when she felt like she was all alone, what she was able to do to brave the odds, and what she thinks other single parents can do to learn and be better. We also have a father who is not a single parent because, of course, Madam is by his side. He's going to be sharing with us too his experiences and what we all can do to ensure that we do right by our children. Well, let me welcome these faces that we are sure by now you would have gotten used to. We have the beautiful Clarice Ninge, CEO of Better Things, Better Topo, Better All Teen, Better Girl, Fine Girl. Hello and welcome to Truth Podcast.
Thank you very much for having me again.
Oh, we are glad to have you. Hello, Abbas.
Yes, Kate. Glad to be here again.
Awesome. And Brother Jude, I don't really need to introduce you, salon you the kind time.
I've been a will be parent.
Yes, John the learn.
Wow, you don't talk about it.
So, going by definition, a single parent is simply that one parent that raises a child in their household without a partner living with them. So that is the simplest definition of a single parent. So we're going to start with you, Clarice. You are a single parent.
Yep.
For how long now?
My boy is 13 years, so wow. He's 13, so let's say for 14 years. From the 1 year of pregnancy.
You were single for the 1 year of pregnancy.
I got pregnant now, and then I give birth. So let's say 14 years.
Yes. Very toxic boy.
Did you ask her?
14.
Yeah, let's say 14 years.
So I'm just asking, say, if you start being single from the pregnancy, it's pertinent.
No, the pregnancy knows. I know be this anyway. Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Because I was not married, so yeah.
Okay.
So when away from not being married, we know for sure say this. So normally, when you say single parents, we talk and say this. So papa for the pikin no dey around, or mommy for the pikin no dey present for ensure say me you. Una raise
the pikin together.
So wait, I don't want to ask her say wait to be happen, but this has been your reality for 13 years now. How you don't handle them?
So I feel say single parent. It just means say you raise pikin by yourself as you talk.
Yes.
You don't get you're not married, because of course when you're married, you and your master will do together. When you raise the pikin together, but when you're single, you raise the pikin by yourself. So I just feel like parents not be something when they like me, for example, I was not prepared for it. You know, they say I be the plan for born or the plan for carry belly. I was 20 when I got pregnant. It was not a plan. It happened, and I took it. And I feel like the fact say my family will support me, my mommy will really support me. That time when I carry that belly, it be help me because just about the same, my mommy not be baby. How for do, you know? So I feel like that is what really helped me. And also the decision, because I feel like you have to be intentional. I took a decision to, in short, I feel like say the fact that I be an entrepreneur now, not because of the fact that I get people. So I took that decision to be at home, like I wanted to be at home, you know. I not go work and find work. I don't want to do 9 to 5 because I want to be for house. I want to work where I fit. I go be flexible because I want to be there for raise my picking. I want, you know. So I did a lot of sacrifices because I wanted to be there for my child. So I just feel like it's an intentional decision that you take. You tell yourself that, okay, this is what I want to do, and I have a child, so it's a responsibility that I have to take. Yeah. And I do what I have to do to.
And acceptance too.
Yeah, of course.
Before you want to take that intentional decision, like you talk, you take acceptance.
Yeah, you accept that. Exactly. Because when I be carry belly, I no be even know say I do belly. Whenever I talk to people, they think I be very serious.
How many months? Sorry.
6 months.
I swear.
Okay.
And
no year from the horse's mouth, Papa, calm down.
No, yeah.
Horse, tell me.
So I not be no. Okay, I was very naive, right? Like I was very naive. The sense say I not be pay attention to details. Like my safe period, my unsafe period. Have I pregnant? Am I not? I not be pay attention to that thing. And then during that period, my papa just died. So the house, like a lot of things were happening. Yeah, so even for every member, I never see my period. Not even in my mind. So until all that dust don't settle, after all things happened, and then I'm like, I don't see my period. What's happening? Now my mommy actually. He comes on, they say, come.
Why you work at the push your
Why you been this?
Why you work at straight? Why you work at so? I be suspect though. I be suspect, but I don't want to believe him because if you don't have Bobby before, say, okay, my period can't leave. So I believe people that can't see, say, the period will surely come. You know, but nobody believes in. Maybe not the taste forbidden fruit, so.
But I don't believe the thing I say. No, mommy come is on there. They come. That's the hospital. The way they
melody increase.
I really like the way your mommy handled the thing.
Yes.
For call you, take you go hospital peacefully. Because
of course, it be vexed, but he take me to hospital last. Of course, it be vexed like every other mommy, no, that kind, you know, you don't got what is happening, all that kind of thing, then blah blah blah. You want to stress me? But I'll go hospital. I will say, 36 weeks pregnant. I say, what?
Wow!
I swear. I say,
it means you go through the longer part of the pregnancy without knowing the stress of the really day. Wow!
But no, anyway, from that time now I start do the necessary. My mommy say, it be vexed. You know, the lesson no be vexed. It be of course it be vexed. It be really vexed, but. After that, each of them is a habit. Excuse me, first man carry belly. It's the other people don't carry belly, and the fact that they never born, you don't mean they never carry belly. So no worry yourself.
But you feel say, well, if Pekin enter for that kind of age, which you feel say normally the way your mommy handle them, you feel say na so parents they get to handle like if their Pekin can have say, mommy, I'm pregnant, I'm not married, maybe even 16, I'm 17, I'm 18, I'm 20.
Yes, as I then also, if it happens, say Pekin David at 12 is capable, you go born the Pekin. Like the truth of the matter, I say, yes, life hard, yes, all these things happen. Yes, my own situation was different, but at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you go do it. That's what I think. If you make up your mind, say, okay, this thing not happen. I want to brave the earth. I want to born the Pekin. I want to live a life. You'll do it. Yes, you'll do it. And now, true, say that guilt to be, all that stress to be. By the end of the day, now so plenty of my friend the way they. So I guess my friend they never married, they never born. They to say, child, you get that time used to laugh. You see now you get a Pekin. So at the end of the day, everything in this life is a blessing. I've been suffer. Yes, I went through a lot, and it's true say, true say, no be all my fit deal with that kind of pressure and that kind of tension where you carry belly, all of that is difficult. But at the end of the day, life is life now. The decision that you make, you deal with it. So if it happens for you, for any age.
I want to really support the way we parents deal with
The
this
way you
kind of
come for the
situation.
topic,
Yeah,
Abba.
because-
You really come for the topic. I like it. Why not?
because na a very crucial aspect for the carrying of the belle and even for man pikin when you give woman belle
Yeah.
the way the family dey react na the first factor whether they push for encourage
For
the
accept am or
for
not.
accept am or for reject am because most of we grow up with the fear our parents and like they like because of the fact that you bring shame and everything to the
Yeah.
family so we dey really fear and then when you get that courage for can't tell passes that it I just want to tell you that girl that we're talking about last 2 months is pregnant because that they took their own opinion on the girl and stuff. And then it's like, whatever the case may be, a child is a blessing from God. And then he take us. It will just suddenly give you a calm
Peace.
spirit.
Give
Oh,
peace.
if you even reason for see how, okay,
For
how
handle the
we-
matter.
But if you just can't face now rejection and fire, the tendency now say you feel likely do something where you will regret
Yeah, you
down the
deny
line.
the pikin.
You
and all
deny
of
the
that.
pikin, or you would strive for forced abortion, and then the end result might not be favorable. And so, I really want to applaud the way we parents, when the mishap happen, do well to train your child. May you know fall into that kind of situation. But if you find yourself there, the next decision is not to kill the child, and for see how for accept this new reality, and then forget about the shame where your friend and everything will bring on you, and see how for keep your child alive.
Yeah.
Because that same pikin wey they don born am. And the funny thing be say pikin the heart or e vex people na all the time wey sit inside belle. When they don born
No,
am,
you don't see a pikin.
Now,
you
all
really
my
see
pikin
you.
Be glad.
all man is just that like bring am make her stay 1 month away, 2 months away. I'm saying so because I also face a similar situation. Like before I got married, my girlfriend or wife to be, though we don't plan married, he dey pregnant. And I don't want to go into the situation where it caused the pregnancy because
I will know.
Yeah.
no, it not be that obvious. Some of we because I dey talk so because coming into that situation, me I be come now from a very high moral value. I dey come from 8 years of eldership for Presbyterian church. I don't serve, I don't do, and then I don't can reach for that. I don't find myself in that situation where it be like na elder do the kind thing. So it be very difficult. You get the point, huh? But now I get to go inform my pastor that thing we don't happen, and then my papa be like, a child is a blessing from God. Suddenly,
Okay, Natina, your papa
you
Vito.
get confidence. Say, I feel go through this ship. I feel ride on. I feel you get the point, and then now at the end of the day, I just had to make sure that the wedding holds before everything and all of that, and then the whole thing. But
Oh, yeah, responsible
that is
man.
what
God
happened.
bless you.
Amen. No.
Because
So
not be
you
all man
see-
begin to be
Now, even
responsible.
we want
So
to talk about now.
Yes,
so
no be all.
those people the way. In fact, my question I ask her next. So the question I try have a floor and say, okay, we understand when woman or girl don't carry belle when he is 60 years.
Yeah.
Motor say they 60, they 20. The boy today in that age and then he abandon the girl. You know the look of the girl. Why do we still have men that have come of age, are now in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, and they have still not come back to be in the lives of their children? How you go abandon? Okay, but come on, okay, when 2 16-year-old they sleep, the boy don't know, he does not know better.
Yeah.
He runs away because he's afraid. How then do we explain the fact that a man will watch a woman struggle to raise the child single-handedly? And even after years and years have passed, finances done better for your side, you never talk so, okay, man, I can't catch up for all those years away. I don't be there for my key corner.
Bad fashion or bad fashion. No. If person get bad fashion, he get bad
Don't
fashion.
be lying, man.
Honestly, if person get bad fashion, he get bad fashion. I choose to blame, if he talk say, oh, he was young and all of that. But if you get bad fashion, because even if you dey young, if you get that consciousness and that responsibility, you say, I don't do this thing, man, support the girl throughout this thing. You go find a way. Boys, the way that they work hard, they push truck, they do shanty work because they don't say, pikin the camp, let me look for something. Even if you don't have, even at 1.5, you bring up. Yeah. It is about who you are as a person, first of all. So if you be that kind of person where you get bad fashion, where in your mind you're thinking only about yourself, you're not thinking about this child, you're not thinking about the mother of the child, you're not thinking about all of those things. It go manifest now. Even if you dey 50 years, that bad fashion will still manifest.
Very true.
So I just feel like it's about the person. Now when I tell you talk, I say, God bless you, be responsible. Because in that situation, he still could have, if he was not a responsible person, he would have not thought that, okay, let me marry her before so that it should not show,
Exactly.
let it not be like this, let it not be like this. But because he was responsible, he thought about all of that. He said, no, let me make sure that I get married to her so that she not look like she gave birth out of wedlock, all of those things. That's what the responsible man will do. But some men, even in that situation, at that age, they will still be saying that, oh, I don't have money, Wusa go born pikin, this one they go see block the girl, leave the girl maybe pikin suffer you without pikin.
Yeah.
You know. So even after 10 years, some of them they never come back. Not be say they don't know. I know that if you are a man and you have a child somewhere, that it will be tormenting you. I know. But because of the manifestation of bad fashion where they get,
I support you.
Because there's no other way to explain it.
And as you say, there's some bad fashion don't come out for the man. It come out for the man in family. Because you know go abandon man pikin, no go abandon pikin. Family too no fit find
and
bring that man
family
in order.
when you know say that this will happen. You need to try. You sit quiet.
So
a lot of families
it's just
they ever actually, they
it's just
play a
fashion.
very big role.
very
Exactly.
very for African setting because you know if you give belle with your family, you know say they don't give belle.
Exactly.
Someone they need to know, but someone they hear.
But
They tell you
even know that they advise the boy more. Hey,
you will leave that kind of thing for my
Yes.
house.
Even push the boy to feel more afraid. Like
Yes.
you said it. Normally, I mean, I never have probably give belle run or give belle remain before. But I don't grow up for but I don't grow up for seeing more people giving belle
Run.
and either running or staying. I happen to be in a family where we get plenty sister them. Yeah, we get plenty sister them and I think a good number of them be born while they be still there for house. And one of the one the way we normally, touch me like that, being my junior sister, where it was a similar situation, kind of. It be carry belly where you don't know. But now, two way they actually swimming at the factory, of course, we already know that a person will be hard. We've been another kind of person where they out there like that, just following up and down and stuff. So that kind of thing may be the first person where you meet up, the first thing where come na belly. So the belly enter, you say, we know, and then they fall sick. And for my mind, I mean, I'll do anything for my sister. So I did struggle, try to do everything to make sure that she's fine. We struggle for treat gastric, struggle for treat this one, struggle for treat that one. Eventually, we discover say,
Na belly.
but the whole thing I not feel narrate the whole story. But one thing I have learned, especially from my parents and when make me till today, I grow up to be responsible and how they will accept.
The pikin.
Yes. The fact say, pikin they will beat the pikin them normally, like they discipline pikin, no follow man. But when they don't eventually go follow man,
So
carry the belly,
belly.
bring them back. They go still holler, but they don't go drive you away.
Exactly.
You go still remain, which is a very good thing.
Yeah.
One thing I know for sure, I say no, like the talk, pikin na blessing. We not advise any man come out go give person belly run or make some get come out go that still never reach the age or never marry. But when it don't happen, there is no need to want to probably abort or kill yourself or make family dry person. Accept them. Then later, sometimes you can use that as an example. Like now, I've been really touched by your story, especially for the fact that you grow up to become something big. You don't build a very great brand because of the inspiration from wanting to be a single parent.
Yeah.
So what you will begin to put you down. In order to put you down, make you something great.
Exactly.
So that this is one of so many examples. And the fact that parents them they agree, that they accept, they make them understand, say, me picking them no go dream, they go kill yourself because if you ever go tell your parents that me no run house, me no go there with some toxic man picking where go to beat you every day because you don't like the fact they give you better because your own family worry you just because you don't go back to your house. As long as you never marry some boy, the safe place for you to go to now is the
family
house.
Exactly.
If your parents cannot accept you back into your house, then it's a problem.
And I think that's what we should be telling African parents. Yes. Beginning they make mistake, it happen. I'll first of all be
even
shocked.
parents then too that they make mistakes.
Yes, true. Because sometimes it's also the upbringing that you have given your child. Because a lot of picking them, honestly, they know nothing about contraceptives, about family planning methods, about using a pill, using a condom. When I don't receive sex education for us because the topic sex was so coveted. And I don't always talk about it. And I say if you not teach your picking, society will teach them and they will teach them the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So that for your place, and even after teaching them, you never understand the you go teach begin something. Then begin to go outside the temptation, big pass. Yeah, we'll go do your own.
Yeah.
So you need to be willing. It's just that even in the cases of divorce, they say parents need to understand that a child can go out there to get married and does not work. Let them come back home and rebuild and go back. Yes. Because then I say for some of us African parents, the way African parents they don't do them. It they like say for for fail at something a taboo for a child, because you don't make society feel so know everything about your life and the way you do your thing and be so perfect. When beginning of it makes small mistake, especially some of who will grow for Africa and very strong Christian homes. Yes, the way as speaking for elder, chairman, whatever, maybe being a choir master, being a president for CYF, CWF, this one, you been a conductor for YP, you been a social. The moment where you make it's true that normally they believe say because you grow inside Christian home, you are not supposed to do that, but you are still a child. You're still a teenager that has to start having urges at a certain age. And if those things are not handled carefully, you will still go for aside day. In fact, you even get temptation past other people there. Because normally parents they be the cover with so much so that they be make the topics a taboo. They don't even talk about that with you, so you don't know.
Exactly.
Yes, you don't know as a woman when you start. Yeah, you start feeling some kind of thing when you're asking.
And they tell you now how bad all the
time. They tell you now say you try and so now that's the end of the world. No, you're not correct.
Let's talk on one good thing. We talk about single parents and the fact say small picking or come out go carry belly, but even like you talk, parents them too they make mistake.
Yeah.
Some of we are mistake too for our family.
Of course.
Where you be a product of a mistake. They surely carry a belly by mistake. Because maybe the parents they do they not be follow. They not be follow. How they call them.
Family planning contraception.
Yes, they not follow family planning. Fine. That way they don't begin to carry belly. Then they can enter and then they vex with each other, but they still forgive themselves. They still born you. And the grown up can become very useful for society. So at the end of the day, the mistake will be for all man, but the truth is here. Every time when population, especially for a small country like Cameroon, when the population is low, people are glad. How the population gets to grow, born right. But now not the encourage people they born way not correct. Of course, it's okay for gay we don't pass 18 years for go marry some boy, even if they're 19 to 20, as long as you get something to do to take care of yourself. It's okay. There's no problem with that. But we not begin to give belly run.
Yeah. Me I just say at the end of the day, na love. If you love your pikin, because I didn't also know my pikin tell me say don't get belly. I didn't see myself to drive my pikin or anything. I go find a girl. Okay, let's take care of the child. Like because of the love I get, I cannot see because at the end of the day, my blood no.
Exactly.
So if you love your pikin to that extent, it's not supposed to be hard for you to accept them. It's why they say papa and mommy they drive pikin for house. It has never made sense to me because you drive the pikin for house now say me wait happen make the pikin go for outside, may go for the boy wey give the belle, they make the boy do anything we want to do for you or how. What is the point?
Anyway, let's talk about. Don't enter pigeon over.
Let's talk about.
You know the
I don't say you been up top, but you don't feel really talk about English. Something and the way you give. Yes. Anyway, let's talk about how you navigated being able to take care of your child. How you do it to the point because when you be single mother, you can't headache now you want. Now you sleep for hospital you want. You go to come by you want.
Yeah.
You start go school now you go start knock your head say. Though I know so you mentioned say your family be they quite supportive, but away from that support, so normally now you go carry the. So how did you navigate all of these responsibilities?
It was hard though. I know lie. It be hard. It's really that way because even at that time, I just come to university. So I be that day I day for university. Wow. So I born where I see there for university. I come out. I breastfeed my pikin for 2 weeks. I go write exam. Come back to house. So I be sitting in school, of course. So I know if you talk say I be get money, I be really courtesy and all of that. So it was hard. Of course, I finished school, start find work. It was hard. Like it be really, really hard. Say make sure say the pikin chop, all that kind of thing. Thank God I'm there for family house, so at least chop no be the love. Make sure we'll chop. By the end of the day, everybody take responsibility. Okay, pikin was start school, I never start thing. School fees, you and that one. It was hard, and I think that way as I talk, nothing that way make a double my work rate. Yes, I double my hustle, double my work rate. I will make sure say because at the end of the day, I don't say I get for pay anything them. I don't say me I get for pay. So I get for find money for pay. So it made me, like I said, it made me the entrepreneur that I am today. Because it make me decide say, okay, even this office work I no go fit because if I go office now, so I decided okay, I find thing I fit do I start doing because I get for look at my picking. So it pushed me to go overboard myself and to do the best I could do to be able to fend. Of course, it was hard. It was hard. There were days I would be crying in the night because I'm thinking, what I do? God help me, and thank God God help me.
Yeah.
Thank God my prayer.
Because
it's hard. And now I always believe, say, not to know the way easy. Even for people that don't marry, So then they still married, then they still
That's true.
struggle.
You still, you're married, you still live like
Yes.
that's
So
true.
it is always hard. But I always feel like when there's a good, there's a way. And there's something I told somebody the other day. I was telling somebody that I was having a conversation with.
Yeah.
And I told the person that I feel like God made it because I took a decision to take care of this child. God made it possible for me to have money to take care of this child. That's what I keep saying. Now, that way, when people they come to me with stories and say, "Oh, I do bele, I want to move, I want to try," I tell the person, say, God will bless you because of that pikin. Because God knows you need for feed that pikin. God knows will leave you with a hungry.
True.
So if you did throw that pikin, now you're blessing. Now you try as well.
True.
Because God knows you hold something where that pikin innocent. God will bless you because innocent that pikin get for trouble. So I always tell people that it is that is your blessing you are giving away. Even the boys that give birth to children and then they run. Those type of people, if you see their lives, they are never happy.
Yeah, and they begin, they end up, they find.
They are never ever happy because you are doing yourself.
Yeah.
That blessing that God is supposed to be blessing you because of that child, but that child that you are running away from, it's a blessing that you are taking away from your own self.
But let's now get to a very common thing that happens. A lot of women, because the reason why we are talking and tilting the conversation a lot towards men is because the proportion of women that end up single as single parents is way higher than men. Would you blame a woman? I'm asking everyone this question, but I think Clarice will still answer first. Naive, you are case study. So, would you blame a woman who has decided to keep her child away from a deadbeat father? If you have papa for beginning to be day present, you know, ever day present, you don't go through all that stress, and then the papa now feel say one, and then he make a lot of demands. You go want that may your picking. The God play for say no, na papa for the picking. What do you feel?
So nothing is me. I never tell woman there. If naturally say plenty man picking they get belly they run, they leave the responsibility for the woman. But if some man they way one look at the picking, leave him make you look at it. If let's
afraid of
ma talk about the two cases. Ma talk about the original case of say the boy he want look at the pikin.
Yes.
Leave him make him look at the pikin. Because on get the way they use pikin for first relationship.
Sure.
The boy don't want you again. You start vex say, oh, if you want to see a pikin was if you don't deal with me, you don't go see a pikin. Don't do that.
Okay.
Because that child is his blood. Whether you like it or not, I talk about whether you like it or you don't like it. That pikin, that papa that. Whether the man is a wizard or is a thief or is an armed robber, if the man wants to be there, allow him to be there. Don't be the person that will hinder a man from being there for his child.
Yeah.
No matter the circumstances, whether he abandoned you when you gave birth or he allowed you to suffer. Yes, it's hurt. It pains me. I know. I'm talking. It pains. It is hurtful when you suffer alone, and then the man comes, even if it's how many years after, to come and say, "I want to have access." Leave him to have access to the child. Do your own as a good mother. Character does not hide.
Yeah.
What you are hiding that child from, the child will discover it. If the man is a wizard, the child will know that my father is a wizard. It's not you that will come and be standing in front and saying that, he will show himself to the child. If he's a deadbeat, he will express his deadbeatness. If he's that kind of person that's inconsistent and he comes and he's like, today he says I will see the child, tomorrow he does not see. The child will eventually get to know that my father is not a consistent man. Yeah. It's not you that will have to force it or make the child to see. You know, of course, I know that as a mother, you want to be protective and you're telling yourself that, I want to protect my child from hurt and all of that. I get that. But it is not your place to determine how that child relates with the father. If the father wants to be there, allow him to be there.
Yeah.
That's what I will say. And that's what I'll always say. Though some women will say it is very, very painful because if you are refusing.
I think that away from refusing, but where do you keep the grudge? That is that pain that you have, that bitterness. Because the thing I say, away from allowing the child to do, but which I would keep the suffer where that woman don't go through, and the fact say then I say the men when they come back, they don't even remember what they have done.
No problem.
The damage that they have done.
In this life, if you are carrying bitterness for somebody, you are carrying it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, that hurts, and that is like a wound now. The wound is open. It's your wound. If you are covering the wound, you're covering it for yourself, not for the man. If you are healing for yourself, so that you'll be happy, so that you'll be peaceful. Because if you carry that head every time you look at the picture, you should know why you cry. You are crying alone now. Now you the cry, now you the feel, now you the pain. But when you let go, you forgive ye. Anytime we come, you leave ye. May he get access to the pikin. Not be God. God know as the revenge. God know as the handle people. You know be God. And the truth I say no. You as a human being, you know ever punish person reach the way God will punish you.
Exactly.
If you want to try, let's say one punish person, you waste your time. Leave the make God punish you. Not be you, be God. God know as he go punish person. God see you suffer.
I even relate with faith when they talk say when they come then they make demand because sometimes in that part they actually come for can't for the pikin and now good parenting too they come and play because when you don't raise your pikin when that part see no pa no get no right for say don't abandon woman and then after you come back you want enter that woman in life then you want to make demand. You're supposed to ask to see just like it does.
Because now when it come
in the one make that demand as in na my pikin na me give you belly na the right. Now that kind of one the way they'll come can't unteach almost everything we don't teach your pikin morally upright.
But there's something
take side, immediately take side.
That the thing that you see relationship between pikin and parent, rather than single parent, I say single parent. If it be mommy, if it be papa, that relationship no matter break up. The pikin they see. People think that children are dumb. They are not dumb. They are very observant. They are very smart. That pikin no go. That see. Sometimes they be way, and when you even want to hide the pikin from your papa self, where the pikin be curious to know your papa. If you leave, if the man come. You leave him, no man discover the papa. If you say no go discover, he go see the bad fashion. He go see all the things the way they do. If you say the papa they change.
And speaking the way they prepare on go to papa.
They know the change.
The papa, but they tell you
they tell you now they say that and then why you if now say you be the hide now the papa from the pikin go be curious. Now when they go see sometimes the pikin go pick. He will come say I want to look for my father. Leave the pikin. If the papa can leave it, if the pikin will even look for a father, leave him. If you get access to the father, give access to the father. May he know the father. Then when he experience the father, he says he go open the eye, see where to make him. You and the father wanna know they together. No be you go tell him.
Yeah, no, I mean.
The first one, he no go hide. Leave them. I not say they ever heard you see plenty woman them. That the one you speaking. Oh, if you don't want to see me, you no go see the pikin. Papa,
if you want to see the pikin, you get for.
You get for splash show me. All that in them. No, you know fine. At the end of the day, you are hurting yourself when you are doing that because you put yourself. At a very you expose yourself to a lot of danger because now you yourself your own life don't stop because you dey for the place you don't wait and see that man come back.
Because always you no go angry because you don't really make up your mind they no one there with you.
Yes.
But then you still the hope say
no
linking factor.
Pikin no be married.
I understand too. At least say when a man pikin do sometimes or give woman mixed signals. We don't hear situation the way man pikin don't give belly.
Then you so can sleep with the girl.
Thank you. You don't talk about all be mommy.
Now the
also
the matter say no.
This man pikin don't run away from the pikin.
Yeah, you don't care. This is come and
yes.
You come back when you wanna claim say they so relationship day, he go say no. It just happen. Yes. That Okafor's law say when you don't enter, if you enter again, man pikin gonna overdo that
That's
thing.
True.
When you don't steal woman, you know fine say this okay. You fit get past again because you don't get past before. You know correct? No, and the turn for a pass now, so make talk. Yes, I don't want to say don't do it, but you say
that's true.
Why do you both do that? It's very common for men to do that. Even when Belen never enter, when relationship don't end, it is very common for men who have slept with women to think that if you meet a woman, want to rekindle.
At the end of the day, now you the woman that you get for create that boundaries.
No, that's what I just.
Why be say they always be like say men and woman always be of the best behavior. Why would a man begin to mess up the whole place?
Sorry, before Abbas want to talk. Me I feel say as a woman, just like as a man, you get for protect your peace and your tranquility. If you see as any man is also can't sleep with you, it distress you because you don't know what I did with you, you know you stop her.
And you know the
stop her for yourself. You need to stop her for you.
And if you stop her, the man will go.
Yes. Stop her for yourself. If the man want crazy, make crazy. No concern you.
Someone who now sign a contract after every 2 months.
After every 2 months. Each time he day at town.
I'm not today. We don't talk something about weapon formed against you.
Yes.
You know, say no. Personally, like I talk, I mean, I don't deal with a lot of married people. I mean, doing.
You just say don't do plenty woman.
No, I mean, I don't deal with a lot of married people. So at least, I talk with some experience from that part. The truth I say no. Sometimes if you see that part of sleeping, not be like say the man actually wants. The man be very honest, right? I want to tell you something. If I don't give you belly, so they are run, that's a crime already.
Yes.
Then if I come back for cancer, I begin for one come and look miserable. To be honest, I'm not gonna get the urge to sleep with you. But when I want come and see you look nice and hot, which means you are doing better for yourself. And the one that must sleep with you, not because say I want them for be back with you. But for me, they're more like again, I want win some defeat.
Now you are the dog say why we are not picking the why this one get the free when that also address una overget bad fashion.
For you the woman.
Una overget bad fashion. Men man picking the level behave fine. No. I feel like say like Clarence talks on to be very Clarence talks on to be very okay and I like him. However, I'll still get to my point. He talks about maybe protect your peace as a woman or as a human being in general. But I feel say society don't overgive the responsibility for man picking their responsibility for woman still. Both of you people should behave like adults. Why should one person be the one person to behave? Wait. That's what I mean. Wait, that's what I mean. And the behave on my side as woman for make sure something not happen. You just said behave fine. But now wait till when man they don't always misbehave. Now they say they like this same thing with the parenthood, this single parenthood. When my butchers my point. Why the bad behave when I say you can't woman when you don't say no one said dating. You don't want to sleep because you don't can see. You don't say no. It is not correct. We are raising poorly behaved men.
First time, we get some interest.
That both of you wanted to be together. Pikin don't enter. Pikin don't come out now as
man in nature.
Explorer. The conversation. What should we explorer?
That second time when the can't sleep with you, so
conversation.
Now first of all, if the fake come now on a trial.
Yes.
If I can't fetch the water.
That
is where my problem is. Now the talk say yes, it's not correct. Una at the job of those man na talk for una fellow man then a podcast is not.
The water
una race
go.
You the craze. You know you need for cash shake the water.
And see, you know be too different from even girlfriend way now. You don't finish with some girl, don't go find a different girlfriend, but you see go back go.
No, not talk.
That's true.
Not fine. Be fine.
Ma explain you the thing. Ma explain this thing. In fact, we want not be even about parenting. Let me be honest with you. You don't finish with some girl, right? I personally don't probably do that thing for my life.
Not probably, my brother.
Talk explain something, right?
Talk and fine.
We don't finish with some girl. Sometimes it be when that the girl because they finishing. You be see normally get interest. The girl they see really look hot when you see it. And then at some point you talk about mixing it when a men they do. I'm getting it too they do. After some time the girl start get friendly. When maybe just to get friendly because you need some favor. But now each time when you go around me, till where they come for your head like me, till where they come for your head not be even that friendliness. I know you will be friend with woman. I did check you out at the one time now for because that thing really do me well. I check them to test that thing I not test that before when it's sweet. So for my mind, and I know the do as well as I want to remain with you. I simply don't want to explore. I want to enjoy and begin and then I go.
If the woman just shows small resistance, the man they go in.
Yes.
If you just resist small,
woman for your mommy for your pikin. The worst one that say we go where you shine. I repeat.
I never deny. I the tell una. I the ask una say.
Yes.
Now the question I ask una. You people are tilting your responsibility to a woman. Why can you people not be well behaved? I think that it's your responsibility to behave properly. No, you are you are teaching. You are teaching my way. Now when I land my point first.
No,
okay.
See. I don't talk say two people that are doing an adult. We don't be we are because the whole purpose is to behave well, right?
Yes.
To grow up, be responsible, be men and women of integrity.
Yes.
You are telling a woman, don't throw my picking call, no do so and so.
Yes.
And you people are not saying anything about the way people are supposed to behave. No,
we support behave fine.
Never talk. No, wait, don't add that. No add salt. Behave fine and behave fine. Life is straight. No talk say when you come for me, maybe I try to come, but when you resist. Why you not resisting from the get go? Which is wrong. Which is why you have to stop it.
If I come for you, right?
Now they will stop her.
But me I come with them for to work.
Check the point where
you not accept the
check the point where we start the discussion. We first start talking about man we don't run. You say normally behave fine.
Una to so una no give obi talk. We never will tell them. So una to some of the condone the man behave fine. We talk say may it stop. Brother bad fashion stop. Una stop him. Stop him.
Anyway, we not say woman they be emotional like that. Where it means say normally women picking them. We don't always say that's why I go here. Say man picking get tendency for sleep with woman. But not get emotional, right? Just sleep with you. Then go back to your life. Like nothing not happen. But with woman, each time when you go back to, a girl, especially girl when I don't forget picking, when I don't already forget that.
It builds, it
Yes,
get hope.
and then as you go, before the process for you, like some men the day where they actually know have a full person, they go rekindle that long
Like
for that
you
short
so.
time. No, I know the full man know I be the worst person first. I tell you that whole high and so. Me I know that so. You go bring back that emotion, bring back that thing, say me the sickness fine. Then after that,
It
if
go.
there you say no, you go in and go.
Mhm.
Me I dey against that man.
Passion.
The truth say,
Yes.
for be man begin for the time then, it be more difficult. It be very, very hard because
Wow.
well, man,
You see, say the men they toxic enough. Like when you the men they answer, you realize they don't really they okay. What do you mean?
it be difficult because as we talked earlier, na a decision.
Yes.
For be a faithful man,
Yeah.
na a decision.
True.
Sometimes you just dey drive you so. Some person go just see na only your motor as the can down. The way you go stand, you feel likely park. You want really.
See Abbas na case so.
I tell you, very bad boy. Man go stand.
When you just see, when you stand,
Yes.
then you want shift go for front again. So the temptation is too much. So for be a
So
faithful
I will
that-
they will not get
Thank
temptation.
you.
woman, they get temptation.
Make some man give cloud one man for the talk.
The thing I say no.
Men always
The
say
thing I say,
they are not tempted. Wait. You don't know nothing, Daddy. Calm down.
See, woman they get as much temptation as men. Man, they will. As you see the way you talk say woman, you see the way you talk say men they be conquerors,
Yes.
and they get that domineering spirit.
Yes.
Now some man picking a day even when woman dey deny it,
Yes.
even when you don't marry it, even when you get man, even when you tell the man you get man,
Exactly.
it is still insist. It insist that the cows one they will find all kind of way give to this one or that one or
Yeah.
because say they want sleep with you.
Exactly.
So if you be woman now, why is the woman they cheat? Because not be all woman they feel resist am. So woman they like that attention. When the man they come, if you get boyfriend, anyway, just because they give me attention, you give him. So woman they weak to that level.
And then
Just
you,
as man
but
they
you
weak.
gonna use your private part begin the week.
You would have use your private part.
No.
You use your own private part. So
see,
you
that's
use
not-
your private part.
see,
You
different
just
private
you.
part. Men.
What's
But you
private
have
above?
one private part.
Wait to be another private part apart from your penis.
See, my I mean, say no, you one woman, right? Different men that they come to you,
Yes.
and then you fall into different temptation. Then when you are one private part.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you know that the same private part when you use and put inside that put your private part. That way
Now why that way
Wait
Where
this.
they come-
Now, when
come on with it.
now why that way now the reason this why way some woman they define themselves with plenty multiple partners not be necessarily because say they want cheat o
Yeah.
na just because they don't know how to resist so woman they don't know how to talk say no
But
Yeah.
that's true.
and yes they don't know so
No,
woman they
so-
don't know
so-
so woman they dey when man pikin dey cancel plenty they dey just fall
So you come back to the decision, say,
yes
Well, you
you
don't
set
decide-
your boundaries
why you don't decide for B,
you be
you be.
simple
Like, if you want to say you want to be a faithful partner,
You
not
be a
that you know get temptation.
yes na because of the decision wey you don
And
take
at
am
the end of the day, it even come down for me in particular as a believer. It come down to that one principle: say you must get something you dey fear am.
exactly
So the moment you dey fear something,
you fear
say
God
if I do this thing, like for me, I feel to say for sleep with another woman, you define a curse.
exactly
Yeah.
And an advice where some senior person don't give you, man say your parents don't give you. So now you don't avoid you that curse. So
Exactly.
you just decide for lock your eye.
yes
As you don't already enter over here, you say no, me I know look me.
and you
again."
resist
So-
you build a system that
Around
resist
your
that
system,
makes it easy for you to
for
resist
you to
temptation
resist all
no be
the
for the get access to get all that
All
kind
time.
thing no
No.
you build a system even as a woman
So
you
when
build a
that boy
system
come for
Yeah,
your town,
yeah.
if a struggle for define you again, na because you never yet day in your circle of commitment. So you will already know city relationship no lead to nowhere.
Yeah.
Set your
you
boundaries.
build you set your
Don't
boundaries
say no.
protect your peace
He right you never answer.
exactly
No go check her again. Say
No,
wetin
happen.
happen
Not go give smile for a corner. For smile. Something they will get they don't do it wrong. Because they get it happy, and that's why I am always against people flaunting relationships on social media. Because if you go even with normal life, people they flaunt like you come because say the woman what I will make you know say you left me but I'm better. It come now, the one claim I'm happy, I'm this, dress so nicely, push boots out, seduce you. And everybody think that they just like if you want to do at all, you don't know say not strong, eh? So that's the man they forget say no strong. Then you go reach now, you know you say no, I go just go ginger it, then I vanish. Before your eye one clean, that you don't even start off love. Your eye don't think so. You don't start looking for one side.
No,
You
the end
don't
of the
go
day,
again
set
for another
boundaries.
temptation. That's why I see sometimes the lady will have a child. So person they be single parent with 3 children, but the same
Three
man.
different.
I mean, say, no, even the same man. The different men they may even do somewhere. I mean,
Thank you. Don't remember me. I see some video yesterday.
I see 3 picking them with the same man.
Yeah, I see some
Where
video
all them know,
yesterday.
na temptation.
Thank
Yes.
you. I watched a video yesterday of the lady that is saying that
Exactly.
she has 3 kids of the same man, and the man who are married na single parent, they no get relationship.
Exactly.
Every
And
time
the
when the
struggle
man-
with those children.
Every time the man begin for kaka visit for take so and so picking, the way be the sinner, the way they be there, the one know 1 to 1 2, they never
That
enter.
kind of man,
1 to
social
1
welfare
2.
support cash fellow. Because we don't give some woman belle 3 times before na ya woman.
My woman.
Yeah.
Social welfare go hold you.
I'm telling
They
you.
get lucky.
The support just
First
like
of all, leave it.
it's like,
Yeah.
No matter if
oh,
say as
it's
of time for court they used to do that mass marriage. No, someone they go declare say they don't get money to marry you.
will
Mail
come,
the
will
call
do
would
am.
come.
true.
No pay no.
Do it for you for free.
Yes, it's
But honestly, away from them, all these other challenges that were cited that has led us to have this other conversation, which is
Okay.
very important. Let us now talk about people intentionally wanting to become single parents. You will see woman who say, "No, me I want born my pikin me, me I want." Then at some point, there are 2 things that usually happen. You go on to probably based on the fact that you're financially stable,
Yeah.
you get fine, and then you go on now to either you that one happen for you, or you go on and start complaining, say, "Oh, the man you belle, but I don't want to marry you." You know, you're so sure where you get there with boy inside relationship. No, I want to catch belle for you. I want to use the belle.
Hold you.
Then the next minute you become a single parent and you're crying foul. You're saying that, oh, you're single, he has refused to marry you and all of that.
Fair of gift.
But
The thing I
should
say-
somebody see that and say, oh no, I want to. I know
I feel like
I
say-
want to become single parent.
I feel like saying no. There's no. I just feel like there's no woman. There's no right thinking woman. A normal woman who wants to be a single parent. There's no normal woman who wants to be a single parent. Women that love attention. They love the family unit. A woman by default loves that unit. She loves that my man, my child, my family. A woman by default loves that. So there's no woman. I feel like it usually comes as last resort. When you don't grow, time the pass, and you're just worried and you're telling yourself that I'm getting into 40 years. So I
They
don't
need
have a
you
child.
get them.
I want to have a baby. Even young girls, because now you look young girl be relative. Some person if they
Not true.
some person if they 20 years, they calculate say only you want married, you want born. Some person if they 25, they calculate say one born, she's feeling like she's getting old, she doesn't have a
I
child.
want my one picking.
Exactly. So it starts. I feel like it's pressure, just maybe with age and maybe expectations. Maybe when you are thinking about your life, you're telling yourself that when I'm 21,
The one about these men
I'll be
too,
married.
na so jude, na they go tell woman say carry na pikin, born na pikin. Then when I know they married again, I turn again to single mother.
See, that 2 things na two.
Somebody tell me say wait, some man begin chat me wait before you answer.
Yes.
Some man maybe
I
the
go
chat
tell
me
you.
don't come back of recent.
Yeah.
He write me for this thing. Oh, you look so pretty. Wait. He say as long as say we make me shakara, if you don't carry get my 2 pikin them by now. And in all the conversations that we have ever had, that in where he was asking me how there was marriage, no, we don't ever pass. So if it should not be a big hit. The church say me, we go date them, I will buy you 2 pikin. Might be single parent. Maybe you go the gallivant, the board, more pikin there was the other side.
See,
Anyway, thought that fire you.
Me and the talk say no.
Yes.
I talk say that in them right. Na 2 different contracts. I am always the same way I get my view about polygamy and my explanation. Then that the same way I get my view about born pikin. Some girl they don't ask me sometimes say, if you give belle for some girl, you go marry as in even if the family for the girl say my pikin not be born out of wedlock, you go marry her. I say I no go marry you, but you go born the pikin. Reason I say the premise for me giving you belle no be being a marriage. No be like say we sign say me giving you this belle means say I go marry you. Now that is one thing. Another thing too, na say I no go outrightly go hold some money pikin. We are not get intention or get to something serious with you, so that they feel free. The
give belle.
Yes, I mean the give you belle with freedom, with the mindset I want to give you the belle and
Then
she
go.
know. If I want to make that decision, sometimes this thing they happen by mistake, but for my begin them, at least the mistake be you feel avoid them, you feel limit them. So for you, before you want them for actually start get freedom, like with about. I know say before maybe you want give your girlfriend or your fiance belle, at least you don't already say you don't
You
see
want
in
marry
your
see.
future.
Exactly.
Exactly. So for you now, it be more like okay, there is some more freedom. So we man picking them. We not dey go tell girl if I give girl belle, it go born. You know me say we go marry.
Must marry
And any
them.
girl we want carry belle for me because say why you can tie me down. You go still born, but you don't go
Maybe
tie me
then
down
maybe
because you
it
don't
means
go
when I
tie
get
me
forget, when I get forget the conversation. When I accept, okay, we
I
want
have
get,
those
we
conversations.
want to
Do
have
women
a
do-
child now,
do women
but
have
we are
those
not
conversations?
planning to get married now. However, I also feel that any, in fact, two people that are dating that choose to want to have a child and don't think that they will want to get married to each other is a very selfish thing to do.
No,
Nobody
but what
are
about
picking.
women
Wait,
who tell
man,
you that
talk.
they are getting
No, I'm
upset
talking
and they don't
about.
want
Wait,
the child?
I'm saying that I'm talking. Are you
also
even a
help the
small
society.
picking? As my, they like the woman where they agree for carry my bikini. For give man picking belly. Wait,
No,
I'm talk.
man pikin
In fact, man, narrow down to wait. I want to try to explore. Don't confuse me. I try to talk and say, I feel say two people they be right of their right mind, right and sound mind. People should not even choose to have a child if you're not planning to get married together. It is not fair to that child. A lot of crazy things. It is better for a child to grow with their biological parents. We all know that. It is true that we have rare cases where biological parents don't treat their children well. But you give your picking the possibility to grow under a sound family unit. Now the reason why they get a lot of delinquents outside picking, they never been raised under the love of their papa and their mommy. So if two others they will come together, you tell say, okay, I just feel as to bomb because I get my money now. Carry belly, they get to be big. It's okay, daddy, I will take the belly. Or the girl will come tell you say, I beg give me belly, me I want carry, I'm hungry for carry a picking. I want bump you find like you to agree. Are you not thinking? One man give a day get sense on a two. It's on a been a two dull wait man land.
Yeah,
Two dull people there. And the two I just want to say it is the message why they pass them across. Honestly speaking, we do things wrong, but possibility they for do and right. No, they suffer your picking. Picking they will only with mommy. We know how many one they go through the toil for look up picking. Papa they was on side they enjoy. If
Why
both of you have to come together, no, the talk about a situation where the people, parents know the papa no be responsible. And the talk say if two people the way that is sex, that they get sexual intercourse. Sorry, producer.
Yeah.
That's why they talk about unprotected sex constantly. And they talk say, unprotected what happen when I take when I pill or when I use condom. But back to it at the talk. No talk say all the other odds they no dey on the table. When I move that so I want be intentional for carry pikin, when I not be sure so not married. You know fine. It is stress the pikin. I talk about the pikin. Your born pikin smart carry some place. Mommy the drag pikin go left, papa the drag pikin go right. But una two una for agree, then una make sure so una born that pikin under a canopy, which is a home, which is good for their growth.
Anyway, I understand what you talk, but at the end of the day, I feel like the individuals they get for be responsible.
Yes,
because the truth that say when I feel see plans when I'm married, you know work.
You know what?
Yes.
And that picking already be. Yes, and that picking already be. At the end of the day, when I still think of that picking welfare. Exactly. Now, whether I no go ever support mommy the way they want prevent papa them from see their picking the way their papa they want be willing. Because of whom they use as like vengeance. Say okay, because you hurt me for a relationship. And you no go see the pikin, I go show you Pepe. The pikin no go see you. You use the pikin for settle your scores. It never ends well because the child would eventually grow up to want to experience their father. Yeah. You cannot prevent the child from experiencing their father. The child always wants to experience. Even if you go court and you win the court case, the pikin go still carry your foot when it don't big for go find place where papa dey. Yeah. Because you want experience the papa. Every child wants that experience. Okay. So the parents should just be responsible. That's my point. The parents should just be responsible. If a relationship does not work, people should be responsible enough to co-parent. Be responsible enough to co-parent. If your emotions are not in check, that you cannot manage it, look for a system that will manage it. For example, people can have a schedule. Say, okay, this Monday to Wednesday, you come and take the child. I don't need to see you. Maybe the child will be in my father's house. You go and take the child. Look for a system that will work, but just be responsible enough to co-parent.
We are rounding up with you. Yeah, we don't know the topic really been a topic. But one ask you lastly, how you cope with hustle and being there for your child? How you do for create that balance? Or you just say, made it work, though you don't hint earlier on, so you decide your line of work and the way your work will be structured. You don't have an ensure say this, so me a picking no feel your absence. Yeah. But expatiate a little bit more.
So for me, as entrepreneur, the advantage for being entrepreneur is you get freedom. As in you have freedom to make your schedule the way you want it, you have freedom to do things the way you want them. So that's what's working for me. The fact that I'm not answerable to anybody, even though at the end of the day as an entrepreneur, you even work more. But the difference is that you work at your pace. You have freedom. If you decide that you want to do things in the night, you do it in the night. If you decide that you want to do things at a certain time, you do it. So that's what has been working for me. The fact that I have that freedom, I have that flexibility to manage things the way I want to do it. Of course, it's difficult because it's not like you are, at least if you are working for somebody, you know that at this particular time you're expecting a salary. But as an entrepreneur, you're not expecting any amount of money at any particular time. You have to be working all the time. But at least that flexibility and that freedom is what has been working in my favor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. I should say all we direct or indirect, we don't learn one thing or the other. Yeah, this should really be heated there.
Yeah. I mean, we don't learn a lot.
But what last words do you have for single parents that are watching you this afternoon?
For me, single parents, just keep doing what you're doing, keep looking after your child, keep being there for them, keep taking care of them. Forgive the other parents that hurt you, whether it's a man or whether it's a woman. Or if they left you alone with the child and you have been suffering with the child, forgive them. It is for yourself, it's not for them. Because if you are carrying hurt, it will be difficult even for you to be in another relationship and be happy. Because you constant that bitterness is going to be there. Forgive them, let go. If they come, maybe it's after 20 years and they want to see the child, allow them to see the child. Don't be thinking, oh, he's enjoying his life, I'm suffering. You don't know what he's dealing with. Pray, let God deal with him. Because you cannot punish somebody the way God will punish them. I keep saying this thing. You think that us as human beings always think that, he enjoy, he don't even marry, he don't born picking them. You don't know what he's dealing with. You don't know how he sleeps in the night. You cannot punish somebody the way God will punish the person. Forgive the person, let him be. When he comes to see his child, give him access to his child. Be a day. God will continue to open your hands. God will continue to bless you. God will continue to make your path straight because you are taking care of this child. And do not ever think even about transferring aggression of whatever the child's father did to the child. No matter the circumstances, if the child has been born, take care of the child. That child is your blessing. And just hold the child's hand and be there. Just live in love. At the end of the day, God will bless you. Your pathway will be opened. Don't be keeping malice. Don't be stressed. Don't be bitter. It's hard. Even for married people, it's hard. Even for people that life is always hard. So your case is never the worst. There's somebody that is dealing with worse than you are. So be grateful for your situation. Thank God. Move on. Everything is going to be all right.
Period. And that's on period, and that's exactly with those words that we wrap up on today's edition of Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts, but must be spoken. See you next time. Peace out. Yay!